Come and spend the day with me. This is my diary to prove to myself that I am in fact being productive on my day off from work, because I feel like I have production dysmorphia. I seem to think when I'm not running around like a chicken with my head cut off that I'm not being productive, and then I feel guilty about not being productive. This is going to be my diary to show myself that I actually do things during the day. Join me if you'd like. So to start the day off with, I have just dropped my daughter off at the high school and my stepson off at the middle school. And I'm going to go and grab a coffee and maybe a bite to eat. And then I'm going to head on down to Target because I need to get toilet paper. And I just want to see what they have for fall decor right now. I have not been into Target in like a week, which in Target world, that's a long time. Is going to Target being productive? It is when you're getting toilet paper. So I got a brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. I had ordered something to eat too. I got some egg bites, and then when I looked at the total and it said $15, I was like, $15 for a coffee and an egg bite? So I just got the coffee. Starving, and I don't know what I want. What are you doing? Much better. And it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. I did not eat dinner last night. I did cook steak and potatoes for my daughter and my stepson, but I think I'm gonna have rice and tuna for lunch. I'm about to go change my shirt real quick. Because although it is October and it is fall here, it is still like getting up to 90 degrees. So today I need to do some laundry. I need to, I need to do my floors. I need to go get my tag renewed on my car, but I do not feel like doing that today. So I don't know if that's gonna be getting done. These are my favorite lounge pants from Target, and I have them in all the other colors except the pink, because I should have got the pink when it came out, but now they're out of my size in the pink, so that's great. So I have the gray, the beige, the brown, and now this forest green. I got these bagel bites for my daughter. She loves some bagel bites. And then I got this Fruit Through, the frozen ones for me. Someone had these at work the other day and gave me one, and I was like, those are delicious. So let me go ahead and have them. I like them because they're sweet and like savory. So like you can't just throw it in your mouth and bite it. Maybe you can, but I can't. So I feel like it slows me down, because if I have something that I'm snacking on that I can just continuously pop in my mouth, I will. And I got, mine's a dog treat. And toys, new toys. Onyx loves ropes, so I got her a dog treat. I got her a rope, tiny dog treat for Callie. No, I didn't get that much stuff. But it was still $150. That dog bait was $50, so. I gave you your toy. Callie had to have surgery on her eye. She actually had to have her eye removed. And it was a very traumatic experience. So there's that. Apparently Shih Tzus, because their eyes are already, they said it's common in Shih Tzus and pugs because their eyeballs are already like poking out basically, and they have such a short smashing face that it's easy for their eyeball to pop out of their socket when pressure is applied. And her and Honey were both in heat. My husband locked her in our bedroom, and I was at work and got a phone call saying I needed to get home because Callie's eyeball was popped out of the socket. So I'm not quite sure what happened because I wasn't here, but I came home to my dog's eye being popped out of the socket and not a lot of clear information from my husband. And we're just trying to get through each day. So this year has been quite traumatic for my fur babies, with Onyx having to have surgery and now Callie having to have had surgery. And I feel like an irresponsible pet owner, and I promise I'm not. My dogs are everything to me, and I've never had, I mean, Toby is gonna be 11 in December, Honey is 7.5, Callie is 5.5, and Onyx is almost 10 months old. But Onyx was the first time I had to have anything major done with my animals. So she was the first surgery I ever had to experience with a pet. And then 4 months later, Callie. So it's been quite the year for my fur babies. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I know you could see Callie running around with a cone on, so I didn't just want to do like a cone and an eyeball missing, and you just glaze over it. So basically, I think I'm gonna go ahead and eat some rice and tuna. And it's 9:13, but I'm hungry and I don't want any breakfast food. This is for Toby. I didn't get this for you. I got you a rope. Got this dog toy and she thinks it's for her. This is not for you. This is for Toby. Oh. Toby, do you want another toy? It's a new toy. It's a Halloween toy. This is my sister's living room, so I don't really ever come in here. But this is where Toby lives. You want it, Callie? It's not for you. It's for Toby. But you don't want it? Onyx, what are you doing? Onyx. Okay. Well, that's your new toy. Look at this little cute fall ball. This is the big bag. It's got 41 grams of protein. I did go ahead and put all of the rice in here, and I'm gonna do all of this tuna because I probably won't eat all of this right now. I'll probably eat some of it until I'm full and then save the rest for lunchtime. That's a lot of tuna. So if you watch my channel for a while, you know that I lost a lot of weight, and while I was losing weight, tuna and rice was like a huge staple of mine. I just really liked to make my meals really simple. That's what helped keep me on track, and I have not been eating the best lately. My body is still like, I had gotten back up into the 140s, but now I'm back to like 136, 137, and that's just because I was just like stressed and not really eating, not because I got back on track as far as eating high protein, which is what the diet I prefer, or the lifestyle that I prefer, is eating lots of protein. I feel like when I was eating a very high protein diet, I could tell a huge change in my body and the firmness and my muscle mass. And it's been a few months that I've not really been making protein a super high priority. And I feel like in that time, my body, like especially, I can tell a big difference in my arms. Like you can see it, you see that little jiggle. Of course, I've always had like a little bit of a jiggle because when you lose a lot of weight, not everything is gonna go like super tight, and I'm 35 years old. So I ain't no spring chicken. We got Himalayan sea salt and pepper. I don't put a lot of stuff in my tuna and rice bowls. I like to put pico de gallo, I like to put guacamole sometimes, but I don't have any of that right now. I have been like drugged before for not seasoning my tuna and rice enough, but I just don't need it. And as long as the rice isn't dry, I'm good. I actually like the flavor of this tuna. I could just eat plain tuna out of the package. I love jasmine rice. Well, I'm gonna eat and probably chill and watch some TV before I start tackling some things that need to get done today. I don't know why, but I prefer to fold the laundry at the kitchen counter. I don't know if it's, or whatever, the island. I don't know if it's because of the height, but I would rather fold it here than in the laundry room or in the bathroom, and I can like watch TV at the same time. So I guess I don't really get like as bored. So I don't feel like I'm just doing laundry, like I'm still doing what I want to do while I'm doing laundry. So I'm gonna fold these towels up. This is a load that was already washed. I just put a load in the washer of blankets that the dogs lay on. I like to wash blankets at least once a week, sometimes more. The ones that we use more, I'll wash those more. Have you got Colin's football jersey? That is not a good awning. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get that from her. Can I have that? How much you want that? That's so cool. Oh, these are dirty football shorts. Oh no, is this his jersey? Why would you think you could chew on his jersey? Okay, she just got it out of the laundry room when I went to grab these towels, so she's not had it long enough to have done any damage. This is not for Ollie. And it's not for Callie. It's not. Hey, no ma'am. Okay, let me move this up. There's no way that I like this. The hardware here is also from the wall. I wish I was one of those people that had like all matching towels, but I don't. We have had some of these towels for probably 15 years. So one day when I'm like got everything else in order, I might throw all the towels away and buy all the same color towels. I would really like to have all white towels, that way you can wash all of them in bleach and keep it moving.
And it's also
But
not, I mean, there is enough space here, you could have a full counter on this side.
I don't know. What's the point? They're just towels.
And that feels like that's fine, but imagine if that kind of went all the way.
I'm watching Delaney Child on YouTube. She's one of my favorite YouTubers to watch.
It's going to make it seem like that's perfect.
It will also be cozier than having a whole counter.
Yeah, you don't have any sort of plan, like a table, anything right here? Although we could maybe do a little piece of butcher block.
Essentially, we are going to do like a curtain in this counter space and storage. So these have little windows now, which we love, and these little exposed shelves with the
shelf rows, artificial movement.
The cabinet go is not here yet, but we have a study stove that we're so excited for. And this is hopefully that I can but we'll see once it's everything and everything. And we also last night decided to add this backsplash. We were using before.
Yeah.
I actually organize things real quick.
Basically, we can pick every single tile, and we got a few like accent ones that are just the coolest things ever.
And we just put it random layout. We kind of like the idea of just it being random.
And then this is hot color. This is also from the wall. Our window treatments in here are also from our exposed shelves, some little hanging.
Yeah, super cute for the wall as well.
Yeah, so we have like style here. Our top everything is also from the wall, farmhouse style sink. Yeah. We do farmhouse style sink.
I don't even know why we have that whipped cream container in there. My husband, his mom does a lot of saving old packaging. I think it's like a old school thing to do. I just use Tupperware, but I'm sure that it's more This is like a cheese grater thing. Kind of cool. I don't know why we have napkins down here. The utensil drawer is right here, so a lot of the utensils will fall out of this drawer down here whenever this drawer gets too full. Yeah. So this is like mixing bowls, cake pans. This is a Hello Kitty cake. I made Layla a Hello Kitty cake. 1 year brownie silicone mold. Whatever. This actually goes with the Instapot.
But here is the rule. We got stain grade drawers that were staining before or whatever. We ended up picking up stain the text message, stain that color. We got here and we just made it over walls and updates the board and cherry red, which is really good. And we kind of
Okay, so I've got that better organized. We've got our mixing bowls right here, which we use a lot for like popcorn or marinating. Okay. Let me show you more. So we've got these mixing bowls right here that we use a lot for popcorn or like marinating stuff, and then all the strainers right here, a couple of measuring cups right here. This is a bowl that goes with my KitchenAid mixer, and then we've got cake pans and molds, and I just put the little whipped cream thing right there. I'm not even sure what it's doing down here, but it's down here for now. I'll sit in positions that I'm used to sitting in, but as I'm getting older, getting out of those positions, it's getting hard. Like, I feel like the Tin Man. My joints need to be lubricated.
Okay, and then on to the second letter of the audio condition. This is
I typically don't hand wash a lot of dishes, but I bought a load in the dishwasher that my husband washed this morning, and it just finished running, so I know they're not dry. And I would rather just go ahead and hand wash these and get them clean, so that by the time these are dry and those are dry, I can just put them all up, or my daughter can put them all up. And I'm not sitting here with a sink full of dirty dishes all day. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, is to have dirty dishes in the sink. I don't know if this is like a common thing, but I know growing up, our kitchen used to be disgusting. There were 4 of us kids, and my mom was not type A like I am. And I mean, there would be dishes like both. So we have one of those sinks that's like a 2-compartment sink. And sorry, Mom, if you're watching this, watching this, but it's the God's honest truth. There would be both sides of the sink would be full of dishes, and then the counter spaces would be completely covered with dishes stacked on top of each, like dirty dishes, stacked on top of each other, food still in them. And then when I was 12, I went to go live with my grandpa, and at some point, like my mom, my grandpa, my oldest sister April has like went off to college because she is 5.5 years older than me. So by the time I moved in with my grandpa, she was going to school at University of Alabama. So then it was me, my other sister, and my brother, and my grandpa, and my mom would move in and out. And yeah, us 3 kids. My grandpa didn't clean. He didn't clean nothing. I mean, there would be dishes piled up. We wouldn't do dishes until like there was nothing left to use, and it had just gotten disturbing. And so every like couple of weeks, me and my sister would come in and do all the dishes and wipe the counters and stuff, and then we would let it get the same way again before we would clean again. And then the bathroom, it would be piles of dirty clothes. The laundry room, piles of dirty clothes, and we had a cat, and he would pee all over everything. It was just not good. So, as an adult, I really tried to maintain a clean living space for my daughter. I tried to instill the habits of cleanliness in, I just didn't know if I said, I try to instill the habits of cleanliness in her. And I tell you what, it is not soaking in. I have to remind her to do her chores on a daily basis. Make being clean a habit and a lifestyle. I think now she's kind of just used to me doing everything, so I think that's part of the reason why, like, she doesn't help with vacuuming the house or mopping the house or like wiping off the couches. She will put up the dishes, and that's her chore, and that's been her chore for years. I don't know if you've watched my channel for years, but I've always said that that was my daughter's chore, was to unload the dishwasher once the dishes were clean. But we still have to remind her to do that, and she's like literally about to be 16. So I just try to lead by example with my daughter.
We
What the heck? So I have actually been pretty productive today, if I do say so myself. And I'm about to cook dinner. And I have a couple of baked potatoes left over from last night and 2 steaks that I didn't cook because I only cooked one for my daughter and my stepson. So I'm gonna cook those 2 steaks tonight, and it's just me and my daughter home right now. So I'm just gonna cook that for the both of us. I like to cook my steaks in butter. Is it the healthiest? No, but it sure does make a good tasting steak. I put butter in both of them, cut them open, put butter in them, and then I'm not going to do any sour cream or cheese, but my daughter might want some. Delicious. This is mine, and then this is Layla's. I really don't want to wash my hair, but since I am being productive today, I'm going to wash my hair. And I apologize if I have steak in my teeth. I have brushed my hair to try to make sure I get all the residue loose. And then I'm putting this XOXO scalp stuff on. And then I'm using T-Sal shampoo. And then the XOXO Superfood conditioner. It smells so good. It's like banana. I just did a whole bunch of maintenance that needed to be done, and let me tell you, there's not much that feels better than an everything shower. I did a scalp treatment, I did a gloss on my hair, I left a conditioner on for like 20 minutes, I double cleansed my scalp with that T-Sal shampoo. So once I get this hair blow dried, it's going to be feeling so fresh and clean. I love the feeling of after you wash your hair and your pores are like opened up and clean. It is one of the best feelings. However, when I put this gloss on my hair, it's got dark brown color in it. And because it like tints my hair, it also stains my shower. It also tints my shower. So I'm about to spray some bleach on the shower, and then I'm going to go and put the load of laundry I put in the laundry into the dryer and get another load of laundry going. I'm probably not going to be putting up laundry tonight, but who knows? I could get a wild hair. I didn't sleep good last night, so I doubt I'm up late tonight being productive, but we'll see. So I'm not sure what's going on with my washer machine. Let me make sure I pressed record. Yes, that'll be my look. Okay, so when it gets done washing and it's draining, honey, it's continuously draining, like making the draining sound. I know it's not continuously draining because there's not like tons of water. The clothes have been spun out, but has that happened to any of y'all? We have unplugged it several times and plugged it back in. And that does not fix the problem. I'm not worried about how I fold this blanket because this is Honey's blanket that goes on the bed. And then this is Onyx's waterproof pad that goes in her playpen. We keep her in a playpen during the day when we're at work just because I've never trusted Honey with her, and I guess I shouldn't have trusted Honey around Callie. I mean, we were already very like wary because she, I don't know, is 7.5 old for a lab. But we've definitely learned our freaking lesson. I still, like, every time I look at Callie, I get mad at myself, even though I was at work. So I guess I get mad at my husband because it is his fault. 100%. I don't even blame it on Honey because who puts two female dogs that are in heat and locks them in a room together while them and their friend watches football in the living room with the TV blaring and screaming at each other. It's so horrific to think about that she was in there getting attacked by a dog 50 pounds bigger than her. Anyway, don't worry, you don't have to hold back your rage. You can let it out in the comment section down below, because there's nothing that you can say about my husband that I have not said myself. I'm gonna wait to hit start on the dryer until I get done loading this so that y'all don't have to listen to it. I've got probably a whole other load in there, so I'm not going to overfill this thing, especially when it's not even properly working. I feel like I've gotten a lot done today. What time is it? It's 7:49. I feel like it's 10 o'clock at night. It's so easy to fall in love. Look at this. What is this? What is that? What is all that? That's all of my husband's and the kids' crap. And that box is stuck under the kitchen sink because the kitchen sink was leaking 2 months ago. And he put that stuff there and it's still there. I could do a whole video of cleaning my laundry room. What did I say I was going to do next? Gotta give Callie her medicine. And I've got all my hair stuff out and set up for me to blow dry my hair. And I think I'm going to read some. Wow, this is a great look. That I try to keep that hidden when I'm standing in the laundry room. I try just to show over here because that is a hot mess over there, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and film an outro just in case I don't close out this video. Sometimes I do forget. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you do on your day off from work to stay productive, or do you just take a rest day? Because that's what I do 95% of the time. But I feel like I got a lot done today, and honestly, if I would not have kept up with what I did, if I would not have recorded it, I would have thought that I just like let the day go by and didn't get anything done. So, and it made me, like, it motivated me to want to do more, because I didn't want to go do another load of laundry. I did not want to wash my hair. I didn't even want to cook dinner, but I did. So I will see you in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed already. Bye.